And in a latest case of heckling by Khalistani supporters in Canada this time, an Indian origin journalist was deliberately targeted, heckled, shouted slogans against, and the cops on duty decided to ask the journalist to move away from the location who was reporting on a scheduled event. This is what happened. This, remember, is of course in the backdrop of other attacks that are taking place in different countries. And now this journalist, this was in Surrey in Canada, where he was roughed up and threatened. This is apart from the vandalization in London and also in San Francisco, where the High Commission was targeted. Meanwhile, the US has condemned the attack too on the Indian consulate, assuring action against the perpetrators. There have been reactions coming in from the United Kingdom, but now it appears to be individual physical targeting. We spoke to Sameer Kaushal, who is this journalist that you see on your screen, who was threatened, heckled, roughed up. He had to be moved away by the cops so that no harm is done to him. Sameer Kaushal spoke to India Today. Listen in.
Yesterday at approximately 6 o'clock in the evening, there was an event scheduled by Indo-Canadian diaspora to welcome the Indian High Commissioner, Mr. Sanjay Kumar Verma, as after his appointment, this was the first time he was visiting the west coast of Canada. And there were functions in Gurudwara Sahib and in temples. And then with the Indian diaspora, he was scheduled to meet, Indo-Canadian diaspora over there. But one group of pro-Khalistani supporters, they, disturbed all that event. They blocked that event, and they will start protesting over there. When I reached to those protesters, I told them, I want to go in. They refused to let me go in. They were just, very aggressive in the slogans. They were using abusive words in Punjabi language. Then they were using, very derogatory remarks for the Prime Minister of India, and they were tagging us with the Prime Minister Narendra Modi or Amit Shah.
Vandalism, it's just absolutely unacceptable. The State Department's Diplomatic Security Service is working with local authorities. I can't speak for the San Francisco Police, but I can say that the Diplomatic Security Service is working with local authorities to properly investigate, and obviously State Department is going to be working from an infrastructure perspective to repair the damage.
This is a very small, very ultra small section of the Sikh community. The vast majority of Sikhs in this country absolutely reject the Khalistani project and indeed the call for some sort of plebiscite in the Punjab. How that would work, who knows? It's not going to happen, as we know, and indeed we've seen attacks like this when Prime Minister Modi was here previously. We had Khalistanis pulling the flag down in Westminster Square and Parliament Square and burning it in front of the police. And my message is very simple to the police. When this happens, those people need to be arrested and dealt with properly. It's an affront to India, it's an affront to our friends.
खालिस्तान बड़ा थ्रेट तो नहीं है, लेकिन ये लोग आईएसआई के एक इंस्ट्रूमेंट के तौर पर बन चुके हैं, और ये लोग इतने ऐसे हैं कि तुरंत आईएसआई इनको खरीद लेता है या उनको पथभ्रष्ट कर देता है। ये लोग आईएसआई के द्वारा पथभ्रष्ट किए गए लोग हैं, और इसी तरह से आईएसआई चाहता है कि भारत को हम परेशान करें, और ये कोशिश चलती आ रही है, आज से नहीं चलती आ रही। आप जाइएगा तो इनके जितने भी खालिस्तान के जो नेता वगैरह हैं वो आपको पाकिस्तान में मिल जाएंगे, और कुछ लोग तो कनाडा चले गए, विदेश चले गए, वहाँ आपको मिल जाएंगे।